Tonight, the apartment fire that killed 22-year-old Paoly Bedeski and the facts. This week, we've heard from the fire union, the county, and an attorney for the family.
Now, from the county, we ourselves have that first 911 call and the dispatch documents from that October morning. Reporter Brandon Stitt sifted through nearly 60 pages of documents and walks us through the chain of events that morning. Brandon?
Yeah, Mike, Rachel, we now know that the 911 call from Paoly Bedeski, made from apartment 306 at Brook Hollow Apartments, was the first received by dispatchers. We requested and now have copies of the full call, plus the near 60 pages of detailed call logs. Until now, we've only heard the recordings provided by the fire union. We now know part of that recording can be hard to listen to, but we want you to hear exactly what dispatchers heard that early morning.
For an apartment fire, 8165 East Central at Brook Hollow Apartments.
The very first call to 911 came from Paoly Bedeski at 3:58 a.m. on October 13th. Here's that call.
Sedgwick County 911, what's the address of your emergency? Sedgwick County 911. What's your apartment number? I'm sorry, you'll have to say that clearly.
306.
In real time, that conversation was 48 seconds long. Paoly Bedeski's last words, "Help me, please." We also have the call log. Here are some of the key takeaways. The dispatcher received the call from Bedeski and entered an apartment fire in less than a minute. But there were no notes about the 911 call you just heard. The address entered for dispatch? Brook Hollow Apartments. But did the address come from the caller or coordinates from the cell phone? That's not clear. Less than 4 minutes later, the first fire truck arrives and requests a second alarm with heavy fire showing, meaning they needed more help.
15's on the scene. Heavy fire showing. Make this a second alarm.
20 seconds later, the dispatcher makes the first note from Bedeski, saying her call went silent and nothing else. According to the radio traffic, no information about Bedeski's call was relayed to firefighters. And the documents show that second alarm request wasn't dispatched for another 17 minutes. We know firefighters encountered a collapse of stairs during the fire.
That's 114, we have stair collapse on the exterior.
Now those firefighters going to check for victims became victims themselves. 18 minutes later,
We got a victim. We're coming out the second floor, alpha side.
that victim, Paoly Bedeski, later died. And questions that we have continued to ask is, where did the fire start? What caused it? And is arson suspected? Those questions we still don't have the answers to. Wichita Fire Department telling us the fire remains under investigation.